Hello, big spending tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V with me, BlueAnkylo. So a quick recap for between the video off-camera stuff. I did a fair bit of grinding. I needed some money. I got a couple levels up, so, you know, I spent a little bit of time anyway. Basically enough that I could afford, like, the new weapons. So I think I've got, like, one of each of the new types of weapons. So I've got, I guess I could sort them here. You know, I've got a wind spear. I even picked up a warhammer. It was a waste of money. I shouldn't have done that. The death sickle's better. But I picked up even the bow. I picked up a dark bow, a dream harp, a chain whip. I picked up, I think, 2 of like each of the armors because we often have a variety of different jobs who can equip different stuff. And we did a little bit of, like, we don't actually get a lot of job points in this area, so there's only been a couple level ups, job-wise. I got Dragoon up to level 1. And that might be it. I'm gonna go with Ninja for Bartz for a little while because the new dagger we've got can work with ninjas. And it's a pretty good combo. He's currently at almost the same power as a dual-handed Ashura attack, which isn't bad. So that's fun. And I gave him counterattack, which seems fine. You know, he'll it's not going to do a ton of damage, but if he takes physical hit, he has a good chance of returning the favor. But yeah, the new ability he picked up from Dragoon is just jump. And in this game, jump isn't all that good generally. It takes about 2 rounds worth of time to do double the damage if you have a spear equipped. If you don't have a spear equipped, it just does normal damage. So essentially what you're trading is like, you know, you could attack twice and do 2 times of a normal attack, or you could jump, be off screen for a little while, and then come down. The only advantage to jump is you could be in the back row, you could target an enemy in the back row, maybe you like spears, but otherwise it's the same DPS as normal, unlike dual weaponing, dual wielding or double handing actually gives you double the normal DPS at the expense of a shield. So Dragoons get to keep their shield, but they don't do any more damage. We also picked up level 3 Samurai, which gave us Shira Hadori. Now, if I remember correctly, this is essentially very much similar to the main Gosh or Elven Mantle type ability. Just a passive, if you equip this, you will evade some physical attacks. I don't know how often, maybe 20-30%-ish. Which is fine, but it's not going to be worth a job. I usually favor offensive abilities when I have the choice, almost always. Other than that, oh, I did pick up, dancing level 1, I guess. Dancer level 1. That just gave him the dance. Did it give him dance? It gave him flirt, something even worse. So Bartz is really flirty. And I was looking it up. I did look it up. When I was saying that I couldn't remember the dance move that I really liked, Swords Dance is the one I was thinking of. In my head, I remembered it on the original Super Nintendo version as doing 4 hits. But it is just 1 hit at 4 times your damage with a dagger, or whatever you've got equipped if you give it to a different class. And the problem is you need a specific item equipped to get it to have Sword Dance more often. It's not impossible, it's just, it's tricky to get it to happen very often. I think the best you can get is 50% of the time Dance will give you Sword Dance. Sword Dance does do quadruple damage, so overall you're doubling your damage, but you're also using a dagger generally because you're a dancer. So it's, you know, win some, lose some. Lena, I don't think I did anything special with her. Oh, I leveled Chemist up, right. There's some new abilities there then. So he learned how to mix drinks. Drink is the same ability that the Chemist gets by default. And we also picked up Pharmacology, which is just a passive from Chemist to get double. If you use an item like a potion heals 100 HP, if you use it in battle, you'll heal 200, which is fine. It's nothing special. Mix is the one I was talking about that lets you create special stuff, and then Drink just uses the special drink items. We'll talk about more of these later. They do use often rare items, so it's difficult to always get what you want, but you can get some pretty amazing abilities from this if you spend the time. What I've done for now, seeing as I bought my magic, we now have the level 4 white, black, and time magic. Some of it should apply to Yeah, Spellblade does get Bioblade, which if you're weak to poison, will kill you dead. Same with Stone, and actually Drain Blade isn't bad at all, so we've got lots of cool Spellblade stuff now. But I wanted to show off some of the time magic, so I gave Lena just the traditional white and time, which is probably my standard layout for my two mages. So like, Lena is white time and Ferris is summoning and black. Just gets you all of the normal magic other than blue, and it's pretty reliable, I guess. It's kind of my default for those two. In case you're wondering, this area, if you're going to level grind, the quickest way to do it is with Titan, for sure. Just let your mages have summoning equipped, and you will kill stuff quickly. Now, just want one random battle game. Come on. You don't get a lot of experience, or you don't get a lot of job points here. Normally, the encounter rate is a little bit higher than this. Isn't it always like this, guys? When you want a random encounter, you can't get it. Seriously. There we go. So, this is actually the wrong battle, but I just wanted to show off a quick encounter. Stuff you've been seeing from the last episode. So, my ninja can do about 1,000 damage to someone in the front row. Summon, if you fight anything that's not flying, Titan will kill it. Now, that was a crit, but normally Gallop does about 1,100 damage, and Bartz is doing about 1,000. So, the samurai still has a slight edge with his two-handed katana, but, you know, whatever. Point is, I don't know what my point was. Let's go deal with the Moogles. And he fell down a pit. Kupo. Moogles are not the cleverest of things. What's a Moogle doing in a place like this? What's a Moogle? We don't even have Moogles on our planet. Strange little critters that live in the forest. They're pretty timid though, so you don't see them that often. This is, I believe, the second Final Fantasy game that has Moogles in it. Let's help it! Chocobos have been around for quite a while, but Moogles took a while to show up regularly. Although I believe after this game, Moogles are in, like, every one. Well, are there any Moogles in Final Fantasy VII? Maybe not. I don't remember. I know there's for sure in Final Fantasy VI. And 9. Oh well. Anyway, welcome to a dungeon with water in it. Moogle eaters, even. So, this should be fun. Let's start showing off some of our new magic, just for fun. So, Comet. Single target, can't multi-target it. And we get 600 damage, which is fine. Sometimes it'll be better, sometimes it'll be worse. Let's try out Drain. Not bad. It's not going to do as much damage as taking advantage of like elemental weaknesses, like a Thundera or something on someone weak to Thunder, but it'll do reasonable damage, and you heal the caster, as you would expect. All kinds of stuff here. Apparently they can steal life too. Oh, that guy is very resistant. Let's cast Libra on the slime thing. Vulnerable to fire, and it's been poisoned. That's fun. So, we could use some fire here. Seeing as it's so strong to physical, might as well, right? I should have used Ifrit, though. And the free healing from the healing staff continues to be pretty useful. What other black magic have we got? We could try Break. It probably won't work. Oh, it did work. Well, that'll show me. I normally don't use status killing spells, but there you go. 15 MP. Like, that was pretty expensive for one kill anyway. I still wouldn't recommend it, but it did work. Sloga. Let's see. Not that expensive. If you had a really difficult group encounter, you know, Sloga, assuming it works, it worked on half of them. It's probably still not as good as a summoner, though. Like, The summoners just do so much damage in this game. Like, this is why I don't generally use a lot of black or time magic, because most of the time, the summoning is the best. Either you tighten it up, or you use an elemental weakness, and you just do so much more damage that way. And the physical fighters are fine for single target damage. What else have we got? Return, well, just to show it off. Just once. So, the battle ends, and restarts from the beginning. So it's not really that special. I wonder how much damage the Flame Scroll would do here. Hey! At least that's another attack that's on par with summoning. That's pretty good. Ninjas, they're pretty solid classes. I think that's all the black magic then. Well, I didn't show you bio. You can multi-target this. Not a ton of enemies are weak to poison though, but kind of like how it was in Final Fantasy IV, bio is a pretty good spell. It's probably our highest damage black magic spell for now. I want to see how much it does on single target probably next. The only catch is it tends to have a pretty high MP cost. That's not going to do it. Any other time magic? Nah, I showed you all that. We got some new white magic, though. So, standard-looking blink, and that just took up both of his blinks. There you go. He got 2 attacks where he couldn't be hit. Okay, I want to check out bio just to see how much damage you can do single target. Because it might do more single target damage than Titan. It's about the same, actually. I'll show that off in the next fight. Okay, the Blood Slime obviously needs magic to kill it. So if you had blue magic equipped, you could almost certainly use the flamethrower that I picked up. That would probably work pretty well. It's a little bit cheaper than Fira or Ifrit, so it's a reasonable choice. I'm not sure if I should have taken the waterfall or this, to be honest. I feel like I must be just shy of killing those in one shot. But, like, I expect Ramu will just finish this off instantly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could mess around with all those other spells, or for 12 MP, you could just win the entire fight. I don't know. Summoning is just really good, I guess. It's just how it is. Let's try Ifrit. It might not kill the water monsters other than the slime. We'll see. Kills the one that's difficult to kill. And then the melee guys can finish off the crab and the octopus. It's probably still a pretty efficient way to do it, right? I want to go back up and see what's on the other side of that waterfall. There could be hidden passages here, too. I'm going to actually turn counter off. It won't do that much, and I'd rather be able to see if there's any secret passages, because I haven't looked up the guide, and I don't really remember this area super well. Well, we can't go back up for now. This is going to be a Ramu fight, I think, for sure. I guess it also would have made a good, a Thunder Scroll, or whatever it's called. That probably would have done it, too. I just feel like, most of the time, with my Summoner, I don't even really use Black Magic, because Summons are so good. I love them. I think Final Fantasy V might have some of my favorite, like, the Summoner class. This might be my favorite of all the Summoner classes. Just because it's so reliable for so much of the game. I'm just going to throw a Lightning Scroll to see if it's good enough to kill the other two. And then we can use, like, fire, maybe just single fire? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's definitely... Wow, okay. That's pretty good, too. If the ninjas can just instantly win the fight. Haven't fought any of these yet. What are these guys all about? Probably strong to wind. I bet you Bartz's attack is wind, yeah. Well, seeing as it's single target, we'll try Fira. That could hurt a lot, actually. I think Breath Wing does something like... Oh, very nice hit there. Like 1/4 of your total HP. That's the same spell the very first boss was doing to us. Remember that bird thing in the Wind Shrine? It's not set damage, it's just a % of your total. Well, I mean, if you brought a bunch of flame scrolls at the end of the first world, this dungeon will be pretty easy for you. Maybe it was the lightning scroll that I used that killed the slime. Yeah, it probably was. Lightning will do double damage to this crap. Okay, yeah, that's what I should have done. I need to get some healing going on, I guess. Let's try some drain. What we need, though, for black magic, I guess, is like an Osmo spell, so we can steal MP as well when we're running low. That'd be pretty sweet. Be careful, Mr. Moogle! Kapo! He'll be fine. I'll just use some potions. I got lots of potions. I guess they only heal 50 after all. Wow. You know, if you use a chemist, they'll heal 100 at least, but normal potions are so bad in this game. Alright, bring it on. Boss fight. So, it's a giant skeletal T-Rex, I guess. I'm just gonna attack it to see what kind of physical it's got. Really good physical defense. Possibly a counter. Let's use Libra. Probably a counter. Level 29, 5,000 HP, weak to fire. Now, I do know there's a really cheap way to kill this boss because he is undead after all. I'm not gonna do it though. We're gonna try Ifrit, see how he does. He's only got 5,000 HP anyway, he's not that tough. Ifrit is pretty good. Physical defense is very high, difficult to hit. What I should have done is brought like a Spellblade. I should have... Probably should have switched Gallop back to Spellblade for this fight, but that's okay. Or Bartz. Bartz and Gallop both, but that does good damage. What else do we have that would work here? Well, you know, as usual, slowing the boss is a good idea. It even works, that makes it a lot easier. So Ifrit did like 1,000. I'm just curious how Fira will do. It's a little bit more. Once we get the Aga spells, which I believe are level 5, it should out DPS single target from what the summons can do. Until we get better summons. Anyway, that wasn't that bad. And I didn't even have to use the cheapskate Phoenix Down trick. It's undead, so you can use holy magic to kill it, including Raise and Phoenix. Although I think it's just a chance to hit. Oh, you must have been so scared. It's okay now. Don't worry. Come closer. It's alright, little Moogle. Keeping in mind, Lena's never seen a Moogle before. It's not even really little. It's the same height as her, except like twice as wide. Probably weighs like 300 pounds. It's basically a bear. A white bear with pink wings. What's going on? At least in other games, they're smaller than human, but it looks awfully much like a giant white bear. So, basically, in this area, you don't want to go through the sand. Something bad happens. And the Moogle is showing you the safe path through this area. In case you can't figure that much out. I don't remember what happens in the sand. We'll have to test it out. Let's head out of here. So, HP is okay. Let's just save it, see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? Probably one of those beasts from before that did like 4,000 damage. Probably something even worse. got some physical defense. Oh, 15,000 HP. That's not so good, though. It didn't seem to be weak to anything either, and this is going to put us all at 1 HP. Or critical HP if it works. Doing good damage, but 15,000 is a little bit much. I don't know what else it does. Maelstrom is bad, but on its own it won't kill us. Try just putting Blink on someone to hope that they don't get hit by physical, but he just does Maelstrom over and over again. I don't think that can ever kill you. But what he's probably doing is he's just waiting till everyone's at single-digit HP, and then he'll just start killing people with something with 10 damage or something. Probably. We have a very long way to go before we can do 15,000. Hey, Elven Mantle! Maybe we'll be fine. Just heal people up a little bit. It's not very much. Our white... Oh, shoot! I ran out of MP. I should have used Attempt. Oh, that's actually really bad. Titan was one of my big damage dealers here. I think Ramu will only do like 500 or something. Yeah, that's gonna kill him. Bio might have been a good option too. I mean, do I really go all out to try to win this? We're not really that close yet. Like, we're probably maybe halfway there. I think we had a crit from Galuf. Doesn't actually do that much damage though, to be honest. Let's try Bio. If that can work. If that has poisoned him, he will be taking reasonable damage just over time. But I don't think there's a lot of interface for whether or not the bio has actually, like, the poison has actually inflicted the enemy. Not that we have a lot of other spells. I mean, and for all I know, he could be weak to break or something, and that might just one-shot him, but I think I'd rather just stick to the damage for now. If I wasn't so busy curing people, I would be hasting up Galuf and Bartz by now. Did I put slow on him? I know I meant to. Should have had more MP going into this, but I think we can win. Yeah. So we got 1,000 gil, pretty pathetic HP and battle point, job points and everything. But there you go, you can totally kill them at this level. The difference is, like, it's a real pain, and you're just going to fight a whole bunch of them if you go through the desert, so follow the Moogle and it's safer. Also, the tent only heals 100 MP at a time, so we're going to need to start using multiple tents or switch to cottages if we want to actually get to full MP. Just so you know. But anyway, I was actually expecting that to be a more difficult fight. I think the fact that we were able to slow it, I believe, is probably what saved us. So, it's actually that weird, kind of like a mini behemoth monster that was really crushing us earlier. The one that did like 4,000 damage per hit. Is it this one? You could probably just check on the map. Looks like there's two ways. We'll go this way, I guess. Pretty sure you just have to avoid the sand, really. No encounters at all? Well, I won't complain. Alright, Moogle, we made it. Now what? Oh, what was the specific spot he was in? Yeah, we probably need to go to exactly where he was in the forest. And I didn't remember that much. I'm sure I'll find him eventually. Doo-doo-doo. Whoops. There we go. We found the Moogle village! We'll do the Moogle village. They don't talk a lot. Good. Run around crashing into everything. Amazing beasts these are. Upo? I don't even know who was talking to us. Kupo. There's one hiding back here. We got him. But he has an idea. It's the Moogle we... Look! It's the Moogle we helped! Yeah. Are you thanking us? He's inviting us for dinner. Why would these things understand English? I don't understand. He's inviting us for dinner. And we're the dinner. Moogles are also hoarders, by the way. I think it's telling us to take all of the treasure in its house. That's totally not what it wanted, but we're taking it anyway. And those are pretty valuable. That's a lot of money. That's not a lot of money. That's a very fun dagger, and I'm going to equip it. Now this has a fancy bonus effect that I'm hoping to show off in battle later on. And it's also the reason why I showed you what dancers can do first. Kupo! I think it's telling us... Yeah, okay, I took everything. Unless there was secrets in the walls. Can I take the tree with me? Apparently not. Or wait, did I actually keep... I still have Find Passages on, so I'd have seen them anyway. I guess we're friends with the Moogles now. All we really got was Dancing Dagger. The rest was just money. Another Moogle? A Moogle costume? Of course! So, now this begs a question. Are these actually Moogles at all, or are they just people in Moogle suits? Because we really could have found a furry convention now, guys, and I'm getting a little bit creeped out. Oh. Oh my. Oh right, I guess that chest might have been locked. That's one happy Moogle. Hey, Elven Mantle number 3. It's probably better than a Mithril Glove. A little bit of agility doesn't hurt. Magic defense is probably worth more than the defense because you get the extra evasion. 3 Elven Mantles, not bad. And the Power Armlet might be better just because it increases your damage. It's hard to say. Alright, well, that was great. So now that we're a Moogle, is there anything else we can do? No. Take off your Moogle suit. No. What's it doing? Gonna hit his head up there. Oh look, it's not Kara. Oh right, yeah, she has a pet Moogle, and she can talk to them, of course. Of course! What's going on? Why are you so excited? The Kupal delivery net is, apparently telling him a story. What happened? It's Grandpa! He's in the Moogle village! What? Moogles can all communicate telepathically. I read it in a book. Even when they're far away, they can keep in contact with their minds. Sure, kid. Yes, plus the Windrake is too tired to fly. No, I'm not. Stupid girl. I'm gonna go flying. I like to fly. Literally, it's what I do. I fly. Sitting here is really boring. Well, that means... I see. Thank you. He says he can go, but only once. Why would it be too tired to fly? I don't understand. My dragon Windrake in the other world, it flew around all day long and kept going. It had stamina, man. Lots of stamina. It's a sturdy Windrake. Alright, if you're sure, kid. Yeah, can I eat that Moogle actually before we go for a flight? It's probably just needs some meat and it'll be fine. Alright, we're still in Furry headquarters. Yeah, what are you guys doing? No. No? Windrakes can't land in forests, people. Gee, where is the Moogle's forest anyway? Too bad I didn't ask my Moogle or bring him with me. Oh, I did bring him with me. The nose? What? That face was not there before. Did they just clear cut the entire forest? Hooray! We chopped down all the trees so that a Windrake could land. We couldn't have just left the forest, could we? Moogles. I remember being very confused by this phase of the game the first time I played it. Like, this whole section from after you get knocked off the bridge to when you reunite with Ryle just boggles my mind how this makes much sense. Grandpa, I saved you! How did you find us? Yeah, whatever. Grandpa, let's go home! The Windrake can carry everyone! I mean, it makes a little bit of sense that a dragon could carry 5 people. More than the black chocobo carrying 4 people at a time. I'll give you that. Would make more sense if we had an army of them. You know, think like if they did it right in Chrono Trigger, when you were flying around on the, whatever sort of dragons, not dragons, whatever sort of dinosaurs you're flying around. Everyone got their own. Didn't just all pile onto the same one and figure that'd be okay. Well, I guess we made it back to the castle. Have another big, huge castle to explore on the next episode. That'll be fun. More importantly, we left that other stupid area that I don't want to go back to. And we got some cool new music. I'll take the Windrake back to his roost so he can rest. Okay. I'm sure he could have flown himself back to his own roost. You just wanted a free ride up to the top of the castle, didn't you, kid? I mean, I have to imagine these things have, you know, at least reasonably good intelligence for animals. Like, I'm sure they could get home on their own. Oh, right, Galloff's a king as well. Everyone's a king or a princess except me. What's going on? Thanks for holding down the fort while I was gone. How do you know they held the fort down? What's the situation with X-Death? No activity since the barrier went up. I see. And our troops? They've actually been entirely wiped out by the monsters. Oh. Sorry, we really didn't hold the fort down at all. I thought you were just some crazy old man. Now you're a king? What's got into these fools? Well, you know. You banish X-Death, and now they turn you into a king. Just how it goes. It sure is a surprise. I guess. You know, Final Fantasies tend to be littered with parties full of kings and princesses and queens and so on and so forth. Just think of Final Fantasy IV, where basically everyone you played at was a member of royalty. Good job, man. Go get some rest. Alright, well. Now what? Bartz, what is it? You've got that funny look on your face. I still can't believe you're a king. No, you're not. This is how you prove you're a king. Just kidding. Yeah, I better mind my P's and... Listen up. Before you knew me as a king, you knew me as a friend. Just Galuf is fine. Alright, just Galuf. Don't push it, kid. Here in Bal, bad jokes like that will get you punished. See, I am Bartz. Don't you laugh at me, old man. I like how no one else laughed at his joke. Alright, well, we've got control again, so we'll end the episode here. The groaners. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll explore the castle next episode, and we'll try to figure out what to do from here. You know, X-Death has put up a barrier, has killed most of the guards. I don't know what he's doing inside his castle, but we can't get in there. And, you know, the crystals are all broken. I don't know. It seems like we've kind of lost, so I don't know where we go from here just yet. Anyway, see you guys next time. Hope you have a great day.